totally abandoned playing for the last couple of days. Obviously, the world's been kind of crazy, but I'm here. I'm gonna be here pretty much all week, so I hope that you find this stuff fun. Um, Today, I've decided to break with what I've been doing. I was kind of thinking maybe Fridays I could play scary games because I love scary games, but when I'm playing really long RPGs, I don't tend to take the time for that kind of stuff. So here goes. We're going to play Home. I read a couple of things about it and it looked really interesting, but I have absolutely no idea how this game is going to play. So let's get started. Okay. Complete in a single sitting. Well, let's do it. Okay, it's asking us to set up the vibe. Now, I don't actually advise turning off the lights because that's probably going to hurt your eyes, and I am a big softie. So do it if you think it's going to be scarier. Don't do it if you think it's going to hurt your eyes. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. It's got that interesting kind of 8-bit feel. Um, there was something by my feet. A flashlight. Well, that's handy. Can I move? Oh, good, I can move. All right. I like the sound of the footsteps. Can I do anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right. That house. Where was I? Okay. Oh. That looks like a dead body to me. There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Well, I don't know. Can I just walk over him? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Okay. Alright, not gonna tell us anything new. Is that a black cat? Oh my god, that's amazing. Not gonna lie, I totally love that cat more than I love the dead body on the floor. I would die for that cat. Plant. Okay, we've obviously got a downstairs, I think. And another door. Go ahead and go through the door, save the basement, I guess, for later. Okay, good to know that we can look up at the ceiling a little bit. Oh! The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? That's asking us some hard questions here. I'm gonna say yes, this guy did open the drawer. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Really, a picture of a store? Uh-oh. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh, man, I had to get out of there. Okay, if that man died in the hallway, what was the blood doing there? Maybe it's not his blood. Maybe we killed somebody else. Yeah, and that doesn't say us. That doesn't tell us anything new. Okay, we already looked through everything. So I guess, unless there's anything interesting about the wall, I guess we're gonna go ahead and go downstairs. Okay. And we definitely didn't learn anything new, so let's go ahead and go down. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Okay, that gave me a moment's pause because my name actually is Rachel. Okay, alright, I am not exactly happy about this, but let's see what we got. Okay, we got a door here. We've got something to investigate here. Looks like, oh, we have another downstairs. We have, it looks like another body and another door. What is that? Like a pet, maybe? With the 8-bit, I can't really tell. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. Okay. Not bad. We're gonna save that door for last. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. Did I free it? Yeah, we're gonna free the poor mouse. If it's in a mousetrap and it's not dead yet, then that's not cool. That's suffering. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go through this door. Still nothing up front. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? That is a good question. Oh. I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it'd been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yes, we pushed the switch. We are a very curious person. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Okay. Alright. There's no other door in here. So we're just gonna continue on this way. And there is mouse hole, mouse trap. There's the other door. Okay, here's this door that we didn't go through the first time. Oh! I don't know if I liked that. It vibrated in my hand. That made me uncomfortable. Okay. An old dining table, covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Okay, that is not great. We have another rat, maybe? Another mouse? Oh, a black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There is no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? I'm gonna say no. No, we did not take this because we have no reason to keep it, and I don't know anybody. So I figured this was no help to me, so I left it behind. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just poke my head upstairs again, because if we did unlock some sort of mysterious hidden passageway, I don't want to miss it. Just take a quick run through. Oh, the roof is leaking. Okay. Okay, still the blood. Still the computer. Ah, the dripping wall is just not great. Oh, I wonder if this is like old dried blood or... Okay. Was this here before? And I just missed it? I probably just missed it. But I don't see anything interesting. Okay. Back downstairs we go. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, we have a mirror. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. Okay, we have a door here. Oh! The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Okay, so that would have been the front door. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I think my controller just ran out of juice. That was weird. But now I'm all plugged in, and I'm not just gonna sit here and stare at that door. Okay, so we have this one that's all taped up. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. Okay, good to know. The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. Awesome. Okay. Oh, is that like a baby thing? That's like a playpen or something, isn't it? The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Well, who's to say he's the one that moved it? So I'm gonna say no, he's not the one that moved it. I left it alone, but I couldn't think of another option. Well, let's finish looking around first. What? What? Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Maybe I should go move the thing. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Let's try it. It finally gave. Oh, there is... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to explore the newly opened door here? I think I'm gonna. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Key card. Auger. Last one, I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time. Okay, alright, that's not terrifying at all. And that mouse is following me. I got a trophy. Cool. I don't know if that's actually a good thing or not. But, you know, let's just decide that this animal had been suffering and now was not suffering. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go through this door. And then, assuming I don't die horribly in the bathroom, we'll try the ladder that I uncovered. The bathroom was incredibly clean. Every surface had been thoroughly wiped, and nothing seemed out of place. Okay. A towel, maybe? There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. Why would there be photo negatives in a bathroom? Okay. That made me a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, for a game that's made from 8-bit graphics, I'm pretty tense. I thought that for sure that was a playpen, but I guess we're not really gonna get anything. Okay, there was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell arose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Yes, we did climb down the ladder. My leg hurt like hell as I climbed down that ladder. The tunnel below was even darker, and the smell wasn't getting any better. You know, I forgot all about the hurt leg. But I had to get out of there and find my way home. Okay, alright. Now we're in a dank cave. It looks like we can climb back up if we need to, so that's good. Footprints in the dirt. Looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Somebody's crazy wall, or like places all over were marked on the old map of town. the industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Yeah. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. I mean, there's that picture. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there. Oh my god, it's just gonna lead me further down? Maybe I should go get, maybe the pictures that I left behind? Oh, those boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there, not with that body, all that blood. Okay, alright. Well, I guess if I needed the photo that I left behind, I'm out of luck. So we're just gonna continue going down the dark hole, because that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Whew. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Alright. I don't really know if I want to know what this place is. Okay, we have a door, we have the desk. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. Ivey, Helrapphoro. Okay. None of it made any sense to me. Well, it's not really making any sense to me either. Oh, great, we have, that's fantastic. Alright, let's look at our bloody rusted hooks and whatever the fuck this is. Some kind of homemade rag slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? I wonder if we used it or if we were escaping the people who were using it on us with our hurt leg. Rusted hooks, like the kind you'd find in a butcher, hung from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? Or did we? All the dripping. I don't know why that's creeping me out so much. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. Okay, I guess we're not sharing with the class. Okay, more things over there that we don't know, and that looks awful. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Okay, did I miss anything else? Oh, there's that door. I think I'm gonna go through the door before I go down again. Oh, maybe I should have just gone down without looking at all this stuff. Okay. Skeleton? Ha! There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. Who put them there? I don't know. Me? That dude? I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to think maybe this is my place. And I'm the one that has put people in the cages. Okay. What's really interesting to me about this game so far is literally all the tension is my own creation. Like, there's some creepy stuff here, but there's nothing that's made me feel like I shouldn't go forward except for me. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? Okay. I did not like that. There wasn't anyone there. Was I hearing things? Oh god. There's someone behind me. Is this here? This looks terrifying. Is that a creature? Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is bad. Oh, quit dripping. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, what was that? Oh my god, I am getting really freaked out over this 8-bit game. I am not appreciating it. Whew. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I keep expecting something to be behind me. Okay. Oh, why did my controller do that? Okay. There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that rope. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. That is exactly what I was thinking with my hurt leg. Why is there a skeleton over here? I am really wigged out. Okay. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? At this point, why not? Yes, we climbed down. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. Great. You know, well, if everything else goes to shit, at least I know we saved that mouse. Just gonna take that as a win. Is this another wall of pinned stuff, or is this gross stuff? Ah, newspapers, okay. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave-in. Well, you know, why not? We're gonna go into the caved-in. Or maybe not. I didn't like that noise. Okay. I'm gonna die. It's gonna be okay. My hands tingled from the burn of sliding down that rope. It was lucky I found that. Who knows what would have happened if I had jumped down. Still, it was all I could do to not have rushed out of that awful place. That rack, those terrible tools. What the hell was going on back there? The metal door groaned as I leaned into it, causing my heart to skip a beat at the sound. As I peered ahead into the dark of the next room, I worried that I should have taken that gun I saw. But me with a gun? What gun? I didn't see a gun. I'm sorry, buddy. We do not have a gun. We do not carry guns. And what is this? There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. Okay, yeah, you know, no big. Okay, we have an arrow pointing this way, and we have a ladder going up. So I am going to stick with what I've usually been doing, which is going through the doors before I go up or down. Whatever. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? Did I just enter like a water treatment plant? A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? No, we did not take the knife. I was relieved to leave the filthy knife right where I found it. Okay, but I mean, we have the exit here. And we have another door. Maybe I can just get lucky? Can we just leave? Okay. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Well, I mean, only if you're weak. Fine. Okay, we'll go this way and see if we can drain the water. Oh my god, what was that? I did not like that. Was that a cave-in? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Everything's going so well. Okay, let's just go through the door. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. But this one opens. Okay, alright. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Valves. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes, yes we did. Hopefully that made the putrid water better and not worse. Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Okay, I'm not going to take any guesses. Alright. Okay, number 2. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes. Just gonna turn off all the valves and hopefully that'll drain the water. Yes. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off the flow. Did I do it? Yes, we did. And yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes to everything. Hopefully I didn't just screw up. Let's just power through this creepy water treatment plant. That not... okay, so that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, let's look around some more. Go up the ladder that I did not really want to go up. But, you know, we do what we have to do. Okay. Oh, what is this? Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the videotape? Yes. We are curious, but theoretically not violent. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. Is that it? Really? Okay, alright. Okay, and I can't go... Oh, what is going on over here? Oh boy, okay. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through here? But it was so high up, that must have been a sore landing. That's probably what made the sound. There is something in here with us. I do not like this. I really don't like this at all. I did not want to go back into those tunnels. Seemed better to press on. Okay, so I went up there. I'm just gonna go through everything again, and yeah, we're not picking up that. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, and of course last time we went in there, the water was still high up. The door was locked still. Okay. Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use. Okay, but no help whatsoever. It looked like I turned off the water flow in this valve. Okay, well great. I mean, I've turned off the water flow. But what does that mean? Oh. Looked like I turned off the water flow in this valve. Okay, maybe I just didn't do it enough. Let's check these other ones just to be safe. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off the flow. Okay, this valve is still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Looked like I turned off the water flow in this valve. Okay. Number 2 and 3 fooled me. Okay. Okay, still locked. I didn't trust it. I didn't want to leave it behind me. Alright, we drained all the water. Let's go down this scary ladder. Oh, here's a door and a grate. Looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. And there was a small metal key that's floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Yes, we took the key. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd shaped I had no idea what it might open. Well, I'm sure we're gonna find out. Let's continue forward. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? I don't know. It's bad enough. Okay, so we have a door and we have a ladder. So I'm just gonna... Okay, I guess we're gonna go up the ladder. Even though I have a weird shaped key. I guess we're gonna save that for later. Okay, duck. We have a door here and a door here. Oh, there's a camera. There's a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Oh, there's so much blood. I found another dead body, a sewer worker. He was a mess, but he looked like he'd been stabbed. I could see a key-ring that had fallen out of his pocket. Did I take it? Sure. I worked up the nerve to snatch the keyring away and put it in my own pocket. I will never say no to keys. Couldn't help but wonder if someone was watching me from the other side. What do I do with that VHS tape? Maybe this will unlock that door for me. There was a hint of fresh air here. I must have been near an exit, but I wondered, what did that key I found on the sewer worker do? And what was on the videotape I found? Okay. I won't leave quite yet. We still have some mysteries to solve. Let's go back down. I used the key ring to unlock the door. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. There a way to play it in here? Yes. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on the VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape? Oh, we've come this far, right? Oh no. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like someone had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been two men. Okay, that's not great. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. Okay. I wondered what was on the tape, why it was thrown out. Okay, well now I have resolved the mystery of the key and the mystery of the VHS, so I'm just gonna run for it. I think that's a valid decision. Okay. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen, and what was in that locked room? I gingerly climbed the ladder, my leg protesting with each step of the way. Suddenly, the awful smell of that sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. Okay, I saw that eye shine. Yeah, I see you. I don't know if I'm worried enough about that locked room. I was relieved to be above ground again. I figured I should keep moving. Yep, let's keep moving. Oh, okay. Let's book it. Oh, I do not like the eye shine. I don't know if I should go up the ladder. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. Oh boy. The wind was picking up a bit. Night air had become strangely chilly. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I have no idea, and I do not like... I thought... Oh, it's an electric fence. Let's see what's going on there. Okay. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Where the heck even are we? Why is there a train station? And more doors. I feel like I missed out by not going up that ladder. I wonder if it'll let me go back. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anything over here. No, okay. So there's the train station door. Okay. Alright, it'll let me go back. It looks like there might be something here. But I am most interested in this. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yes, we did. Okay, I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. I'm gonna regret this. Ooh, bats, that was fun. Okay, up the water tower we go. Why are we going up the water tower? I have no idea. That doesn't look good. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. The wallet was missing ID or cards, but it had a little bit of cash left in it. I slid it into my back pocket and wondered where my credit card and driver's license were. Wait, is that something I've got to find now? From the railing, I could see over the woods and down to the entrance of the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Oh, I don't know, like that sewer person, maybe? I don't know. I was really thinking that we weren't the murderer person, but maybe we are, and we just don't have a memory. And also, like, over here, I'm a little nervous. What's this? This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed at various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What? I can just choose to go through one of these two things? Great, great. Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Well, it's mine. Yeah, sure, why not? I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license, too. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Well, fortunately, I know where to go for that, so let's continue looking for our driver's license. Oh, what was that? What was that? There was a fire pit here. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned at the bottom. 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. The cheap domed tent slept 2 people. I shined my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. That is literally telling me no, no. So I'm going to finish exploring the woods a little bit more, just to see if I can find my driver's license. Okay. I'm such a scaredy cat. Like, the game tells me no, I can't go, I cannot do it. Whew, okay, we have a bench here, a worn picnic table stood within a circle of trees like an altar. It was covered in faint markings and carvings from who I assumed were previous campers and hikers. Okay. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? I don't think we're gonna cross it. Well, I don't know. Crossing it? Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, why not? Why not? We're gonna cross it. My roommate gave me the approval, so we're gonna do it. Did something come out after us or something that was... I do not like the way my controller is rumbling. What's here? 2 bodies, 2 young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than this. Did I clean up the gravesite? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, I did clean up the gravesite because I'm stupid but sympathetic. I tried to cover them up a bit more and I closed the younger woman's eyes. I fashioned a crude marker. It seemed better than leaving them there the way they were. I just wanted my damn driver's license. Okay, go back over to the other side of the river. All I found were dead bodies. This is the worst. I just want my driver's license. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go all the way back and take a look at that outhouse building, which I didn't go to because I was so curious about all this junk. But I don't think that's how we're gonna get out, and so I think it's okay. I think we're gonna have to go through the train station. Oh wait, this is what led to the train station. We're gonna go here anyway. I'm a big dummy because I don't want to go through the no-no door. Okay, we have a door here. We have leaking things. And we have another door over here. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, I'm closer to this one. Let's do it. Alright, let's see what we got. A big map. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? Okay, well, I mean, we figured out the water tower stuff, I think. I'm just so nervous. I'm so nervous, guys. Oh, there's a big defunct train. In the torn opening of that ruined train were heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom, I thought I saw a scrap of cloth. As I looked closer, I could see that it was definitely some kind of nylon, maybe a windbreaker or some other outdoor clothing. There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone or something had definitely trod a regular path. Okay. You know, great. Great. I am stoked, guys. I am stoked. Whew. Okay, now we're just gonna run over here to the other side. All I can think about is that scary door and how I'm probably gonna have to go in that scary door. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter. Faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer-looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? I mean, I really don't need to know. It is perfectly fine to remain in the dark. But we did make him curious, didn't we? Curious, but not violent. Okay, we're gonna die because we're too curious for everything. Okay. Alright, fine. We'll continue this way. I sound so enthusiastic, don't I? I'm just so mad that I have to continue playing this game I chose to play. Alright. I'm gonna go through all of the very first one that I come to. Oh, I got a tremble. There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yes, I read it, because I am curious. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, and Rachel. Rachel, her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. If I am a fucking serial killer killing these people, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, great! A trophy earned. A terrible tragedy. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, we went through there. I am sure that I have missed going through one of these things. So, if I did, feel free to yell at me because I don't know any better. Okay. I guess. Now I've officially gotten myself lost, and I cannot remember where I found the no-no room. Okay, so that was the river, which I definitely don't need to see again. Whew. I bet I am literally just walking around in circles. I'm so bad at figuring this stuff out. Okay, so here's where I found that notebook. Here's that campsite. There it is. I found it. I found it. I still don't like it, but I found it. Okay. Maybe I'll find my driver's license. The grimy sink had a patch in it that looked almost clean. Whoa, why are we in a creepy bathroom? I don't like creepy bathrooms in any sort of graphics. Okay. There was a damp-smelling plank leaning against the door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take it? Sure, why not? I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in the way. Here I am wading through the water like an idiot. I could have just had a wooden plank if I had wandered into the public bathroom. Okay. Okay. Let's go through here. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Did I accidentally find the... Alright. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Let's do it. Let's leave. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond and the first hints of light. The mysteries of that forest were behind me, but I could still feel them on my neck like a warm breath. Those girls I had found. Someone had taken them from their campsite and had murdered them. Was it the same person who had left that odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe and to find a way to reach Rachel. It's me. I'm the killer. I'm gonna run away and not think about all the horrible things that I have done. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Oh no, I firmly believe there's something behind me. Oh, do I want to go out the... I'm going to go through the door. I'm going to treat that hole in the fence just like it is. Oh my god, what was that? I should have gone through the hole in the door, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I have? There was a big rumble. Something was unhappy with me. I'm just gonna go through the fence because I am really frightened, and of course there's a dead body. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet, and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yes, we did. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. I wish I could remember. Why was all my stuff missing? Because we've been going on a violent killing spree, that's why. I'm still hoping we can find the driver's license. But that probably in the woods. Maybe we'll get lucky. And it's in this building. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Great. Okay, so I have 3 doors here. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. Okay, we're just gonna leave the stairs alone. We're gonna go through everything first before we go up. So check this door. Door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said danger closed for repair. So we're probably gonna have to repair this before we can go there. The door was locked tight, seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to go upstairs then. Jeez, fine. Make me go upstairs. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. Okay, fine. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Okay, and here's a door. There's another stairway and a table. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. Okay. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes, we did. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognizable. Great. A power panel. Looks like it was shut off. Do I push the switch? Yes. It was shut tight. There was a rusty-looking card slot on the side. Okay, I know what that is. I need to find myself a key card, and then I can come back. Whew. All right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go downstairs and open the doors that were previously closed because of power. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. Okay, so I still can't do anything for this one. But this one... Yep. Starting to wear, etc., etc. Already read this. But we have one green light heading to this door. No? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do all 5 of those then. I thought for sure that it would work with one. But obviously it's just me not wanting to climb stairs. That's the problem. Power panel still isn't working. Did I try it again? Yes. There we go. Okay, we're green here. Panel seemed to be working again. Shut tight. Card slot. Okay, I'll see if that actually worked by doing it correctly this time. I still don't want to go upstairs unless I absolutely have to. Maybe I'll be lucky. Nope, I've got to go upstairs. I don't wanna. Okay, we have a door. And we have a door that is boarded up. Great! Yeah, everything about this just keeps getting better. Alright, let's see what we have here. Boxes, more lockers. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented, like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. Another panel. Yes, please. Okay, we're green. A utility shelf, crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? No, quit trying to give me weapons. This whole place reeked of disuse and disrepair. What was I going to do with the hammer here? The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Yes, I did. I slipped the key card into my pocket. Another panel I hoped could help me get the power back on. Yes, we pushed the switch. It's still red. We're going to push it again. Yes. What? It's still not working? There we go. Another panel. Yes. Yes, we did. Still not working. Yes. Okay, I think we got all of the things for that door working. But now that I've got the magnetic key card, I want to go do that. Okay, good to know this one's still boarded up. The key card I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the key card? Yes, we did. I used the card through the old reader and turned the handle. I hope I'm not making everything worse. Okay, the only thing that matters is this thing on the floor. A ventilation hatch. There was some kind of ventilation hatch here. It looked like I could jump to the room below. My leg hurt enough as it was, but I couldn't see another option. Did I jump? No, we're gonna wait. If I was just too chicken to jump down that broken ladder before, why do it now? There had to be another way. Not gonna... What? The door had somehow locked itself again. There was no keycard slot on this side. Fuck you, game. Seriously, fuck you. Alright, we're gonna jump. Though I probably just turned everything on. Ugh. Yes. Oh man, my leg hurt like hell. Bullshit. There's a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily, and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter? Yes. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to, just don't, drinking, need, Norman. Who is Norman writing to? I am so angry. I had to jump down to the first floor. That poor guard. Was the flashlight I carried his? It looked like he had met his end violently. I only hoped it was quick. I had to get home to Rachel, but I couldn't stop thinking about Norman. He and Rachel were friends. Could he help? It wasn't like I really had anyone else to turn to. My leg burned with pain. I only hoped I could find my way through the dark path before me and get to Norman's store. I'm so mad. Who knows what I could have found in that that room that I turned everything on for and then proceeded to ignore. Ugh. So annoyed. Let's go through this hole in the fence. There's a dumpster. Here's another dumpster. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food in slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes, I took it back. Why is it in the trash? You know what? Maybe Norman and Rachel were having an affair and they tried to kill me to knock me off. I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. I cleaned the card off as best I could. Looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. I had entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. Stairs, a door. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. I don't like it when my controller rumbles at me. Okay, oh, great. We have more blood, so I'm going this way first. What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on a rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing here? Oh God, was I right when I just... there was a well-maintained gun cabinet here in Norman's room. I didn't know much about guns, but it looked like he kept a few hunting rifles. Oh boy, this is not good. Not good. Television. The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. Oh my God, there's another dead body. Oh no, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker and one of the few friends I'd had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been killed trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat? Norman, maybe you deserved better. You probably did. Did I close his eyes? Yes, we did, because we're sympathetic that way. I closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think any more about what was going on. That sounds about right. Okay. We have another door. I guessed this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. Trash. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yeah, why not? We're curious. I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it. Maybe I can use that as a lockpick for the front of the store. Okay, dead body. I am immune. I was right! I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. What's going to be in the store? The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. What else would I be forced to endure before the end? Seeing Norman up there dead, it turned my stomach just to think of it, but I couldn't put it out of my mind. How was he involved in all this? This was getting worse and worse. I was starting to feel incredibly vulnerable. As I stepped out into the rain, I realized how close I was to home. I hoped I would soon find my answers. Oh, and it's raining. Okay, so we have that door. And we have that. 3. 4. Okay, we have 4 doors to try. Let's start at the beginning and work our way down. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. Okay. Good. I was getting nervous. I was gonna be like, I have to go through all these doors? This must be it. The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? We knew it wasn't right, so we're not gonna do it. No, I didn't touch the letter. I had more pressing concerns. I had to get home. The gate was locked tight. It wasn't my house. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. Oh, I saw those blood streaks. Oh, God, that was bad. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Me too, buddy. Me too. More blood. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. So much blood everywhere. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Of course it is. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or sometime before? The door to the basement. It was locked. Where had I put the damned key? Oh, great, we have a door to the basement. There's nothing sketchy about that. There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Sure. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? Interesting. The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, we have the stairs. We have the locked basement door. We have a door here. stairs and a door here. Okay. My guess is she's probably dead. They're probably all dead, and we probably did it. I'm back on that again. The door was stuck shut. There's an old-fashioned keyhole beneath the keyhole. Beneath the doorknob. Wow, I cannot word. Okay, so we're looking for 2 keys. I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Yeah. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got a part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Trophy earned stolen identity? Wait, what? Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. All right. I forgot about the locked door there. All right, up is the only way we can go. We have a door, broken glass. Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes, we did. I pocketed the key. Alright, so we have 1 out of 2 keys that we were missing. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books I did. Oh, jeez. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from that trip we took out west. Did I open the suitcase? This is a gross violation of privacy, but what the hell, I'm going to say yes. I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase's contents. Inside were a few days' worth of clothes, some toiletries, and a train ticket. Where was she planning to go? Can't we at least put this stuff back the way we found it? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Rachel was pretty angry about that, I realized. Oh, that was the television. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole. I guess this is for the basement? I unlocked the basement door. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. I'm just looking for an old key. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take the key? Yes, I did. I took the key. And before I go any further down this basement, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to unlock that other creepy door with the old-fashioned key. The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I take the crowbar? No. I left it right where it was. I needed more time to think. We are not gonna pick up any weapons. But literally, is that the only thing that was in here is the crowbar? Okay. Alright, alright. Head back down to the basement, weaponless, with an injured leg, because why not? There were some old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck, and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Okay, now I will go back and get that crowbar. I just didn't trust it. Okay, yes, we need to take the crowbar. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. That's not comfortable at all. I keep waiting for something to come out from behind me or grab me or something. I think that is literally just all my imagination, though. I think now that it's not about anything supernatural. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? No and no. Don't look. I think we wrote messages to ourselves because we did something bad and we do not want to face it. That is my 2 cents. Don't look, more blood. We're gonna look because we are that kind of person. A filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had to come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? I really want to say no. But the answer is yes. I mean, obviously, with this particular narrative, yes. It was worse than I could possibly imagine. Within the folds of that rotten-smelling, heavy fabric was the pale, dead figure of my darling wife. What struck me most was that she wasn't bloody or torn apart. Rather, she was covered in sickly green bruises and her windpipe had been crushed. The real horror there was that whoever had killed her had done so intimately, with bare hands. So this is what had been gnawing in the back of my mind this whole time. This is what I was afraid of. I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Really? You just found the corpse of your wife in the basement and you fall asleep? So obviously the narrative that I had made is that Norman and Rachel were having an affair, and then we killed her in a jealous rage and then went to kill Norman. I don't know about, like, how we got where we were, and what about the water tower? Maybe we thought that was a good place to hide a body or something. Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. It was my wallet, with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yes. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? Or, maybe we are not even who we think we are. We're just some random psychotic that took this guy's life, I guess. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. Well, okay. Can I leave? From now on, I'd have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. Are we just gonna mope around for the rest of the game? Like, I don't even understand. The mail still sat there, heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? I couldn't leave, not until I had thought about all this some more. I needed some answers. So, do I just kind of arbitrarily make that decision? I couldn't go back down, not until I had gone over everything. I needed to make sure I was perfectly clear. There would be no more dinners here, no more chit-chat over breakfast, at least not for us. I must have locked the door. There's no reason to return to the backyard anyway. Okay, so we're just gonna go through the house in a mope, I guess. Because this is, a decent use of our post-murder life. My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock, but I didn't have the code. Maybe I had left it somewhere. I leafed through the notebook I had taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down: Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Those poor girls, were they victims of the same person who had killed Rachel? I wondered what happened to the other names in that list, or the ones scratched out on that desk in those wet tunnels. Just thinking about things like that made me sick with grief. There, that was decided. No matter what, I needed some kind of escape. There was the key card I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through the door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? Yes? Who else would it have been? Norman, what were you doing back there? I really have no idea. I have no idea what kind of narrative I'm creating for myself. The laptop was dead, but I found some notes and loose paper in the drawer where I had found the key. There was a yellow sticky note with an 8-digit code on it. Did I take it? Yes. The code looked like it might be for the safe, but what kind of phrase was that? There wasn't anything more to find in the desk. I had made up my mind. Where's the safe? The reflection in that grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper. I still loved the old-time charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. I thought I literally had just passed the safe. Let me go back. Maybe I just missed it. Perhaps I would never know how that mirror came to be broken. Was it by Rachel's assailant or by Rachel herself? The thought lingered and would haunt me forever. Probably us. There, that was decided. Okay. No matter what, I needed some kind of escape. Just thinking about things like that made me sick with grief. There we go. The code I found should have let me access the safe. Did I try to open it? Yes. The code worked. I pulled open the small safe door and peered inside. There was a photo in there of Rachel and I when we had first moved to town. In it, we were smiling outside the front of the house, which looked like a real mess. We looked happy, though. Odd, I couldn't remember who took that photo. Inside the safe was also an envelope. The front of it read, "Do not open until I tell you." I guessed this was as good a time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope and read what was inside? Yes, I think I did. I tore open the envelope and removed the yellow lined paper. Inside, on it was a letter written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, "I know this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. You can't imagine how hard it's been for me too. Well, maybe you can. That isn't meant to be an excuse. But, well, I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream, a quiet place to get established, to live out our lives and to be together. But you know as well as I do that things changed. Things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never forgive yourself, but this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry it had to happen this way. Rachel. Huh. The man in that house. Was he responsible? When I woke up, I had found him dead already. Okay, so she was totally gonna leave whoever it was that we were. Whether it was us or whether it was someone we killed and assumed the identity. It seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe, I thought. I was ready to go back into the basement. Okay. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take a last look. I needed to put an end to the situation one way or another. I don't really need to put an end to the situation one way or another. So I guess we don't need to be in the basement anymore. It's probably too much for me to hope that I can just leave by the front door. That's just gonna leave me to the backyard, which I can't go into. So maybe I can just... It seemed like the mail had been there for a while. Can I leave? There was nothing for me here anymore. No reason to stay in that house. Did I leave, never to return? Yes. Yes, I think I did. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I had tried to give it up. I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. Even the man I had found in that old place was a mystery. Why he was dead or who had done it to him was not something I could even begin to understand, or why, for that matter, I was in that damn room in the first place. After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it that was attacked? I had found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? The thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but knew I had been to that forest and even Norman's place, well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought, that would cover my tracks so I wouldn't be blamed for all of this. Even more troubling were those poor girls I'd found in those terrible woods. Half hidden in a shallow grave, their secret death seemed like the ultimate defiling. If I hadn't found them, would anyone have done so? Would they even have been missed? I vaguely recalled the desk I had seen in those tunnels, the names etched there. Someone had killed those girls. Was it that man? I knew Norman wasn't completely innocent in all of this. He was obviously going back to the factory, rooting in those lockers. But had he brought that poor guard I had found to his end? It certainly seemed so, but I almost didn't want to believe it. After the factory, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get to Norman's store. But all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider it, that's when I should have seen it coming. Poor Norman was dead, but I had no idea what had happened to him. When I had marched through the rain toward home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did, but how could I have known how hopeless it all was? I had started to feel as disoriented as when I sleepwalked. To think of it now, our house used to feel so lively, so warm, but coming into the kitchen I felt only a cold, empty tension. Every terrible thought I had up to that point was suddenly a possibility, but nothing could have prepared me. My wife, dead, ruined, discarded. Rachel's death was a terrible mystery to me, one that would haunt me forever unless I did something about it. For what solace can a man take in the death of his wife? What comfort can be offered? Rachel had been taken from me, and I might never know why. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Okay, so that was an interesting game, and it's actually pretty good on tension and suspense. There was a couple of things that I'm really sad that I didn't do. Like, I'm really sad that I went through all that trouble to activate the power to that door in the factory, but then I didn't go through it because I was locked out by another door. I kind of wish I'd done that. It would have been really interesting to... Home is dedicated to my wife, Nancy. Watch your back. That's funny. I can see how this game could have multiple endings depending on how you chose to make your decisions. So I kind of just went through this whole thing by being nosy and not taking any of the weapons. So I really wonder what would have happened if I chose something else. I mean, this was pretty fun. Um, Overall, yeah. Well, that is Home, a unique horror adventure by Benjamin Rivers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great night. Um, all right, and I will see you tomorrow, I guess. I won't be playing horror, not tomorrow, but I'll probably be playing something that's not the Horizon Zero Dawn, which I've been playing for most of this week. But we'll figure it out. And next Friday, I will be back again with another horror game. That's something that I am trying to make sure just continues being a thing. So thank you so much, and you guys have a great night.